I don't care that they stole my idea. I care that they don't have any of their own. The individual is ephemeral, races and nations come and pass away, but man remains. Of all things I liked books best. The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in one decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. But instinct is something which transcends knowledge. We have, undoubtedly, certain finer fibers that enable us to perceive truths when logical deduction, or any other willful effort of the brain, is futile. We are all one. Only egos, beliefs, and fears separate us. Be alone. That is the secret of invention. Be alone. That is when ideas are born. It's not the love you make. It's the love you give. Most persons are so absorbed in the contemplation of the outside world that they are wholly oblivious to what is passing on within themselves. When natural inclination develops into a passionate desire, one advances towards his goal in 7-league boots. My brain is only a receiver. In the universe there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists. Most certainly, some planets are not inhabited, but others are, and among these there must exist life under all conditions and phases of development. The progressive development of man is vitally dependent on invention. The present is theirs. The future, for which I really worked, is mine. I do not think you can name many great inventions that have been made by married men. If your hate could be turned into electricity, it would light up the whole world. Peace can only come as a natural consequence of universal enlightenment and merging of races. And we are still far from this blissful realization. A new idea must not be judged by its immediate results. Everyone should consider his body as a priceless gift from one whom he loves above all, a marvelous work of art, of indescribable beauty, and mystery beyond human conception, and so delicate that a word, a breath, a look, nay, a thought may injure it. Great moments are born great opportunity. The progressive development of man is vitally dependent on invention. It is the most important product of his creative brain. It is not in the shallow physical imitation of men that women will assert first their equality and later their superiority, but in the awakening of the intellect of women. One must be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quite insane. Our virtues and our failings are inseparable, like force and matter. When they separate, man is no more. Instinct is something which transcends knowledge. We have, undoubtedly, certain finer fibers that enable us to perceive truths when logical deduction, or any other willful effort of the brain, is futile. Our virtues and our failings are inseparable, like force and matter. When they separate, man is no more. Let the future tell the truth. and evaluate each one according to his work and accomplishments. The present is theirs. The future, for which I have really worked, is mine. All that was great in the past was ridiculed, condemned, combated, suppressed, only to emerge all the more powerfully, all the more triumphantly from the struggle. Life is and will ever remain an equation incapable of solution, but it contains certain known factors. We crave for new sensations but soon become indifferent to them. The wonders of yesterday are today common occurrences. One's salvation could only be brought about through his own efforts. One may feel a sudden wave of sadness and rake his brain for an explanation, when he might have noticed that it was caused by a cloud cutting off the rays of the sun. Science is but a perversion of itself unless it has as its ultimate goal the betterment of humanity. You may live to see man-made horrors beyond your comprehension. The gift of mental power comes from God, divine being, and if we concentrate our minds on that truth, we become in tune with this great power. To know each other, we must reach beyond the sphere of our sense perceptions. Misunderstandings are always caused by the inability of appreciating one another's point of view. This again is due to the ignorance of those concerned, not so much in their own as in their mutual fields. The scientific man does not aim at an immediate result. He does not expect that his advanced ideas will be readily taken up. His work is like that of the planter. For the future, his duty is to lay the foundation for those who are to come, and point the way. He lives and labors and hopes. You cannot satisfy all your desires, otherwise you will lose yourself in the process of achieving them. Every living being is an engine geared to the wheelwork of the universe. Though seemingly affected only by its immediate surrounding, the sphere of external influence extends to infinite distance. There is something within me that might be illusion, as it is often case with young delighted people, but if I would be fortunate to achieve some of my ideals, it would be on the behalf of the whole of humanity. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency and vibration.